Well, it's really kind of sad. Jackie, come on. I am not running outside, buddy. I'm not doing it. Come on. Let's go, puppy. I feel droopy today. Here's my boy. Hello, Jack. Say hello. No whining. Whining is not allowed. There's no whining. Excuse you. Excuse you. That's an awful lot. Hi, Matt. Audio is alive. Thank you, Matt. Oh my gosh. I swear I did a test stream this morning. I did it on unlisted and I did this little thing and I verified there was volume. Wishful thinking. But thank you for finding me. Yay. How are you? I woke up this morning convinced it was Sunday. It felt like a Sunday. Jack is moping because I don't want to go outside. It is super warm. It's very quiet out. It's very still. It's kind of eerie. Except for the dog next door who started barking. Well, okay, we survived. We survived that little hiccup this morning. Let's turn on. Not that that helped a whole bunch. How are you guys this morning? What the heck was that? I know it was just one of my cords, right? What the heck? Spooky. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Somehow glad Christmas is over. Me too, Marlon. Just because it was different for me this year. But we made it through. We survived. I'm glad to see you on the other side, Marlon. High entertainment. We are good. And we are Tennessee in the United States. Where are you? Your voice is low. Jurassic, thanks. My cute dog just left us. Entertainment is from India. Hello, that's why my voice is so low, because there's such a far distance between us. Oh, he's drinking. Start working at, that's not funny. Sorry, if you're going to come in and do stuff like that, at least be funny. Do better. Just do better. All right, I will turn it down in the background. There we go. Oh, Marlon says, okay, I got one gift. What gift did you get, Marlon? Me too. I got one from my sweetheart. You know what? Kat must not have got enough sleep because she's noticing she's not feeling very patient this morning. Jurassic World liked and subbed. See, that's a good motivation for Kat to behave herself. Be sweet this morning. Thank you for that. Entertainment says, do you know? I do not know that person. Oh, just a pair of headphones. Hey, listen. Headphones are everything, aren't they? Just being extra cute. I feel my claws wanting to come out. I'm really practicing gaits and Oh, you know what really worked for me yesterday? It was funny. Do I want to be right or do I want to be happy? And I chose happiness all dang day long, and I was a happy person all dang day long. Jack, come back to us. Hola, Jeff. How are you? I know Jack wants outside. We're just going to do it and get it over with, okay? Dang. All right, I forgot. Let me fix this too. The difference between phones and live streaming. There's spooky dark. It's spooky, spooky dark in here. Hang on. I'll turn on the light. Sir, give me a minute, please. You're very impatient. Let me go check. Let me check for the boogeyman. Alrighty. Think we're safe. Oh man. What did I do with? There they are. Of course, he's found something to bark at. I don't particularly want to go out, to be honest. Thank you for the love from India Entertainment. Jeff says he'll be back in a minute. I mean, he says that to you, Jeff. He's a little busy trying to find something to bark at. Tunature? That's cool. Hello. How is ya? Hi, sweet Megan. How are you? All right. What is it, Jackie? Oh, there's been a lot of bunnies in the yard. I've noticed early in the morning. Little skinny baby bunnies. They're so cute. You're good, Megan. We are good too. Like I was saying earlier, though, we were convinced it was Sunday. Imagine my surprise to find, no, it's only Saturday. It's been really warm, so I expect it to storm when it does rain. Okay, Jack is doing what he's got to do. Yay. Marlon says, already Saturday? Damn. Yes, sir. I was thinking, thank goodness it's only Saturday. All right, good job, Jack. Are you ready, buddy? Can we go in? The neighbor who barked, the neighbor's dog who barked is that way. Oh, the neighbor doesn't bark. I have pretty cool neighbors. It wasn't Thursday last night. I don't think so. No, stop that, Marlon. Jakai, thank you. I still haven't got a schedule from work. I texted my boss last week, haven't heard anything. Still haven't been paid for being out of work. Jakai says, I always come back. I appreciate you. How did making your videos go yesterday? Did you finally get them done? Your trailers? All right, I'm gonna close this gate so he can't go back out the other way. think I hear deer moving next to me. No, not yet, Jakai. Okay. The last one or the first one's coming out tomorrow? Hey, Jack. Could I talk you into coming in? Sir? Man. Yep, here comes the wind. All right, buddy, I'm going to get my sweatshirt then. Such a turkey. Hi, are you ready? Come on. Come on, Mama's cold. Yes, come on in the house. What a good boy you are. Go ahead. Go in. I'll follow you. There we go. Yay. Come on, let's go. Let's go, buddy. All right, let's lock up. Ready? Let's go. He looks happy. I'm glad. I'm glad to see you look happy, buddy. Don't know where he's gonna land. We may just end up following him around. Would you let me turn the light back on? Oh my goodness. I'm coming. All right. Did you just kick me? Did you just throw your paw out in front of me? Like, did you try to trip me? I felt that. I felt that, you stinker. That was a dirty, rotten trick. It was a dirty, rotten trick, sir. You smell better. You smell so much better. Yes, you do. Are you tired? Look at you. You're going to fall asleep? Okay. All right. You get where you're going to go, okay, my friend? What am I missing? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I've missed so much. All right. Let me get Jack. Tiny pose. Huh, Jackie? Now, what is this all about? What is this all about? Tartar sauce boss. Oh my gosh. We have no opinions. Thank you, Jakai. Great idea. Trailer 3 will come tomorrow. Okay, Jakai. Tartar sauce is all right. Love you, Jakai. Tell your dad I said hi. Oh no. Tartar sauce, stop. You have to be kind or be gone. Jakai, no, it's just somebody thinks they're funny. Funny's funny, but you don't have to be unkind to be funny. Hi, Angel. Let me turn that down a little bit. You just came back in. Oh, God forbid. Jack, you're very crooked again, just by the way. I want you to know. You is crooked. You as crooked as they come. And he slobbered on my boots, just by the way. He slobbered on them. I'm not putting them away because you're supposed to get nasty weather soon. Supposed to. Ramon, I wonder if Ramon's son made it back in. Thanks, tartar sauce. Jakai says, I'm hiding in your walls, cat. He might be. Something's been making a lot of noise. Angel, we're good. How are you? Richard Skywalker, hello. Tartar sauce says, just kidding. Yes. Yes, Jesus Christ, bro. This is a bear. Jakai says, that is me. Where'd the rest of them go? Oh. Wasn't necessary. Angel says, I'm okay. I'm hanging out with my pet. What is your pet? Dog, cat, lizard, snake, spider, a little monkey. Oh, one of those interesting little bunny rabbits from Australia. A skunk. Oh my goodness. So it's had its scent glands removed. I've seen people, not in person, but I've seen that people do have skunks as pets, and I think that's awesome because they're so cute. They're so dang cute, you just don't want to get near them. Angel says, yes, that's so cool. Angel, do you have your skunk posted anywhere on your YouTube channel? Richard Skywalker says, yike, their spray smells horrible. It sure does. But they can have a surgery where they just take out the little glands that can create that smell. I don't think you want to go around doing that, but if you need to rescue and take care of a skunk. Chakai says, your dog is so cute. Love it. Thank you, Chakai. We love you. Richard says, oh, wow. Oh, love it so much, Chakai says. Chakai, you sure are nice to have around, that's for sure. Yes, we love you. You're so sweet. Let's change this to live chat. Here we go. What do you think, Jackie? You're wide awake. Hi. What's up? What's up, Doc? You just sitting here listening? Is that it? Oh, Angel says, it's my girlfriend's skunk. She fixed so she can't spray. Her name is Buttercup. I'm feeding her carrot sticks right now. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is adorable. And wow. TLK, hello. Good to see you, friend. How's it going? Stone Rolling Baby Jeff says, hello from my... You're leaving me hanging here, man. Hello from my cat, Bowie. Oh, how cool. I love that. Is Bowie a white cat? I'm just... Anyways. Richard says, oh, such a cute name for a skunk. Definitely. TLK says, it's going pretty good. I'm glad to hear that. I have not been over to your channel recently. I have seen your posts, though. You're asking for advice on what you should do next. I love that you do that. Jakai says, I bet you the skunk is so cute. I bet you too. I bet you if you Googled it, somebody on YouTube has a channel with their pet skunk. I bet you anything. where do we go with that? We could get on here with here. Jeff says, raised by my dog, so now he's the one guarding the porch. Oh, funny. Hi, Lucy. Good morning. TLK says, I was going to make a video with your channel in it. That would be awesome. You don't have to, but that would be really nice too. We love you. Are you bribing us? What do we have to do? Jakai says your dog looks like it is sleeping. How are you doing, Lucy? Sad man. Islam says, cute dog. Good morning. Good to see you live. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Richard says, well, I used to have 2 other dogs. One was a German Shepherd mix. Her name was Luna, and the other was a Chinese mix. His name was Canelo. But they were both put to sleep because they were so old. Oh, I'm sorry. Jakai says, Jack, who gave you sleeping? Now, this is just Jack's time to sleep. Canelo was, in May and August. You missed them. I bet you do. Lucy says she's doing great. I'm so glad to hear that. That's awesome. Happy holidays to you, my friend. Jackie Van Dem. I almost had it. Well, hello, Jackie. Your name looks great, but I can't say it. Yeah, Jakai says, sorry for your loss, Rich. Thank you for saying the correct words, Jakai. Sometimes I get hung up on what's right to say because I feel that for them. Happy holidays to you, too. Oh, I said that to you. Okay, she's going to be fine, really. Oh. So if I have to work tomorrow, should I stay up the rest of the day or should I just enjoy my last day off and sleep? These are big questions I have. Treat myself and sleep? Okay, that's exactly the right answer. I love that. Oliver Moore, hello. There's that beautiful boy, Jack. Hello, YouTube from New Zealand. Our neighbor's dog is barking. I know, Jackie. Goodbye, Jack. He's so loud, man. Just till Jack comes back. Oh my goodness, he's so loud. Yeah, there he went. So I'm gonna go grab him. He's certainly not going outside. I don't know what he's thinking. Hey, Jack. Hey, Jack. Listen up. Very loud. Very, very loud. To run, nowhere to hide. Would you like me to let you go now? Hmm? Come on in. Here you go. There you go. What do you think? You're a good boy. Such a good boy. All right. All dogs go to heaven. Miss my Pegasus. Hi, Bridget. How are you? That is old in dog terms. Bridget says, Lucy, there you are. I miss you. Ooh, snotty McNaughty Jack over here. I put a leash on him to make him come back, and he's not really pleased. We may never know now. Jakai says, yeah, she was old. Let me find Lucy. There she is. Jack, are you cold? Snotty McNaughty, that's me. Aw, that's really sweet, Richard. Lucy says, I know I've been taking a break, essential, but will be active again soon. You know what I need? I need some aspirin because my diet's been shit, and I decided to drink some water, so then I got bloated, and yeah, I'm carrying all this extra bloat, and my back hurts, dang it. Richard's very excited to hear that Lucy will be getting active again soon. And Richard says, anyways, I gotta go to bed. I hope to see you guys and your doggo in the next stream. Good night, guys and gals. Thank you for stopping by, Richard. It was really great to learn about your babies this morning. So thank you for sharing. Jakai says, Jack is so cute. Oh my God, you are so cute, Jakai. Lucy says, I eat candy, Debbie snacks, and drink eggnog. That's a big part of my diet. Oh my gosh. I feel you, sister. Jakai says, so cute. And Jeff says, all your 7 dreams are closer than you believe. Is that from, what is that from? Hello, Jay Miller. Good morning. Oh no. I didn't mean to do that, but no, you are. Why am I watching a dog? I don't know. It is okay. But you could always flip. Just keep scrolling. But you're welcome to stay here too. Whatever. It is fine. Sometimes he gets up. He does what dogs do, you know. Snails. I was from Smashing Pumpkins. Okay. Jakai says, dog's so cute. My still game says, okay, thanks. You're welcome. That's Jack, the sleeping dog. Jeff says, hit the like and sub chat. Thank you so much, Jeff. I don't know why it's hiding everything. Point of view, me when I see a cute dog. God, you're so cute. All right. Let me see. We might move it just a little bit. I love playing around with the mirror just a little bit. I don't know why, I just do. Because things are so different. They're the same, but they're different. Do you ever find that kind of interesting, mirrors? Sneaky way to get his face when he's not paying attention. Sneaky Jackie. Actually, yeah. I don't know. Let me give him a blankie, just in case. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Would you like a blankie, sir? You're getting the red part today. There you go. There you go. He'll be warm in no time. Bridget says YouTube is picky about the way comments are typed. Apparently, I also have some keywords that I've entered that may be part of the problem. Who knows? It's not really a problem. It's just what it is. It is what it is. All right, let me see if I can set you up over here. I had to break the news. Wonder Dog, Wonderwall, Wonder Dog. Lucy says it might sound weird, but I don't like having a mirror in my bedroom because it is a portal for paranormal. I'm probably just paranoid, but I can't sleep with that, LOL. Oh no, I love mirrors. Becta says, at first I thought Jack had something, but it's just the camera. Maybe that's it, yes. Jakai says, I can fall asleep hearing your voice. That's sweet. Bridget says, I have a mirror in my room and haven't had issues. Lucy said if it was her, at the very least, she would just cover the mirror with something. Jeff says, sleepy boy. Oh, Jay Miller says, my poor baby is downstairs and sick, but I have to go upstairs to bed because I'm sick and it breaks my heart. Oh, I'm sorry, Jay Miller. Nirvana Punk. Nirvana Punk says, Jack is a clever dog. As soon as mom turns her back, he grabs her credit card and calls the local pizza place. Hi, my name is Jack. Could I please have that large meat lovers supreme pizza, all meat? I think he would like that, except for he doesn't have thumbs. Thumbs are very useful when you're trying to text. at least to hold the phone. Bridget said hi. Hi, Bridget. Cashmere, you just want some attention this morning, my friend. I'm sorry. There you go. Bridget laid down the law. Be nice or be gone. Oh gosh, what is this? We cannot have this. There we go. Where's the personal space? 619 at violation of pride. I'm so lost. Nirvana says, I believe in Jack's abilities. Oh, do you notice his cape? His Wonder Woman cape. Vecta says, Cat, do you remember my dog Elsa? Where are the kids sleeping? Still, how do you change your name like that? That's crazy. But I don't have any kids in the house, so I guess. Jeff says, Jack's your little big Clifford. He sure is. Aria, hello. I was checking out your videos this morning. Really cute. Why can't I? There it is. Aria, I don't expect anybody to do any moderating. I just give you the blue so it's easier for you to connect with other people and for other people to connect with you. And I thought it was really cute, your video this morning. Which one was it? It was of her going to her therapist office. Is it a her or him? Of Aria going to the therapist. Let's put it that way. It was really cute. Jay Miller says, is Jack an Irish setter? He is. Hard worker says, I have a Rottweiler. I love Rottweilers. I'm just not disciplined enough to have one. I think the bigger dogs and the ones that could be more aggressive, you have to have somebody who's pretty disciplined or can keep the training up, and I'm just not that girl. I'm pretty lazy. Jakai says, your dog is so cute, but not cuter than you. Jakai, you're so cute. You're so cute. Stop that. G. Miller says, I have a GSD. So J. Miller, exactly what is a GSD? Is it like some type of German Shepherd, or if it's something else? I don't know anything. Jakai says, I'm just super nice to everybody, even to everybody that I don't even know. Well, thank you for hanging out with me. You can teach me to be the same. Maybe you'll rub off on me. Hi, Ghost Girl. Hard Worker says, I also have 12 cows and my Rottweiler guards them. Oh, really? You know, we have cows behind us, but they don't have any dog in there. They have the bull. Is that enough? But I did live on some property that had sheep, And they always had guard dogs. Really cool. Ghost Girl. Beautiful baby. Thank you, Ghost Girl. Oh, Vecta. Jay Miller says, I trained him as my service dog. It is a German Shepherd dog. Okay. You trained him. You trained him as your service dog. That's awesome. You know what I noticed? Jack would make such a good service dog, really. I mean, like to go in to hang out with like people in nursing homes and stuff. When we go to the dog park, Jack likes the dogs all right, but he'd rather go say hi to the people. I was watching him the other day and I'm like, yeah, he likes the dogs and they're okay. And he has fun with them, but he makes sure he goes and says hello to every person in the dog park. Vecta says, I love putting Michael in like a burrito. I know you do. Lucy's sending unicorns. Jeff says, I want to hang with Jack and spin records. Oh my goodness. Aw, Jakai says, POV of me when I don't get to watch you crying. Aw. G. Miller says, those are visitation dogs, easy to get them certified. I think maybe as he gets a little bit older, just because he still, if he gets super excited, he still wants to jump. So I just got to get that little part out of him. Jay Miller says, how old is your boy? He's 5. And just in the past year, he has changed and grown up so much. Like, he's turned out to be such a good dog. Jeff says, buenos noches, cat. No, buenos noches, chat. Happy holidays. Thank you. Same to you. Oh, Jakai, I bet you're right. Are you warm, Jack? Did you warm up, baby? Okay. Wait, let me fix you. This is funny. He's taking the blanket with him. What are you doing? There you go. Good boy. I like it. You're so good. It's so good. Are you nice and warm now? Do you want to take this part off? Hmm? Is that good? Hmm? Yes? Okay. You were just a little warm. You're such a good boy, Jackie. Oops. Now, let's turn you guys so you can see his face. Here we go. How about that? Don't you wave at me. Don't you try to push me away, sir. I know your games. Here we go. Oh, stretch it out, Jack. All right. Jay Miller says, no, that's an easy training fix. He is perfect at age 2. You know, at age at 2. He's 5. Is it too late? Vecta says he's a big boy. Jay Miller, we're in northeast Tennessee. Kind of really, really close to Virginia and 20 minutes from North Carolina. What about you? Definitely like Super Dog now. Like really, the whole bed. The whole dang thing. You're in North Georgia. Okay. Bridget says maybe I'll try to go live tonight, but I don't want to be bored and have no one to talk to. I get that. You work today, right? So it would be really late when you go live. I'm sorry, I'm a little behind. Nirvana Punk Rock says Jack is thinking it's not easy being an internet superstar mom. He doesn't like it. Cowboy Fox, doggy, he's so cute. Thank you. North Georgia mountains on border of Tennessee and North Carolina. Okay. Jakai says you will be able to talk to me. I'll be there. Awesome. Aw, Jakai. Who knows though? Maybe by the time you get off, you might hit a sweet spot. You might hit a sweet spot between the West Coast and the East Coast. Business human, yes, it is a doggo. Jay Miller, I do plan on getting another dog in the spring, a female, and I think when she goes through training, I'll probably send Jack back for a refresher, and then both train them both for the with the thought in mind of going to visit nursing homes, that kind of thing. Thank you for giving me hope. The guy says, I see you because I'm in your walls. Are you in the walls with the mice? I don't hear him up here, but my daughter said last year she heard him downstairs. That would freak me out a little bit. But just is mountain time, right? Jay Miller says, I trained dog, cared for large exotic animals, and worked in the financial industry. Wow, you've done a little bit of everything there. You guys are funny. Jakai says, maybe. Vecta says, I'm outside the window. If you are, you're floating in the air or you're on a ladder. Oh, I just looked. Nope, you're not out there. Hi, Lady Sky. Good morning. Lady Sky, you're up awful early. Jakai says, you will never know. Start their training at 6 months. I think that's what I did with Jack. His major training. I'll turn it down. I forgot it's right in front of the phone. Hello, Anonymous. Hello, Anonymous. It's like you hold your breath and you just wait. Lady Sky says, yes, I am up early, Cat and Jack. Oh my goodness. Are you considering taking a nap? I'm considering going back to sleep. Jane Miller says, I start pups at 8 weeks. I think that's a good idea. I think it's an excellent idea. I think the breeder should start some basic training at home before they hand the dog off, actually. See, Anonymous, I just knew where you were going with this. Be original. Hi, Flora. Good morning. How are you, Flora? Jakai says, I wish I was there for... I can give you a big hug, Jack and Cat. Thank you. Thank you for the like, Flora. Are you back home or are you still in the village with your children? Is it a village? Vecta says, I'm the little tree. Aw. Flora is doing good. And she says, hello to Bridget. Jakai says, you're welcome. And Lady Sky says, had to get a drink of water, but I'm going back to bed. Wanted to pop in and say hi to you, Cat and Jack. Thank you so much. You're so, so sweet, Lady Sky. We love you. You're still in the village. Oh, good, Flora. Jane Miller says, what do you do? I work for, I fill the shelves at stores. I take Pepsi product and I fill the shelves. That's what I do. It's not what I want to always be doing, but it's what I'm doing right now. No, what I'm doing right now, I'm live streaming. Ooh. It never stops, really. All the crap that goes on in these conversations I have with myself, they just keep going and going. Hi, Habib. Hello. Nirvana Punk Rock says, Jack is so relaxed. He's a very good dog. At the moment, I'm living with my older brother and his two dogs. His two dogs are off their heads. Jack is very mellow. Lady Sky says, I love you too, Cat and Jack. You're a good friend to me and I appreciate it. Aw. Well, go back to sleep and have yourself a very, very sweet dream. Hello. Am I saying your name right, Habib? Habib. Oh no, Jagai says you're like a little store that brightens up my day every time I watch you. Without you, I'd be so... Oh my gosh, Jakai, you are just going overboard this morning. Oh no, Vecta's burrito is running, and if you don't know what that's all about, ask Vecta. Yes, and Lady Sky has her sleeping Z's going. She's ready. Javi, we're good. How are you? We are really good, except for our coffee is cold. We have not made it through our first cup of coffee, and it has gotten cold twice now. It's practically a sin. It should not be allowed to happen, to be honest. I think we should remedy it immediately. How are you? Jack, hold down the fort. my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. G. Miller says, are you all just getting up? I am. I get up at this time to get ready for work. Even though I'm not working today, I try to keep the same schedule. Bridget works till she works into the evening, so she has not gone to sleep yet, right, Bridget? She says, put it in a thermal cup. That is so smart. You're right. I should have done that. And I have them. It's so silly. Hi, Flora. Flora saying hello to everybody. Jay Miller is just going to bed. Takai says, I'm going to get me a little snack. Would that be a little Debbie snack? Watch her now. She's dangerous. Bridget says, I'm a night owl. I think my natural inclination is to stay up late at night and sleep in. But the job that pays, it requires me to get up early. So I've switched. Becta says, only Cat knows what I mean by that. My burrito is running. I do know what you mean. Jakai says, now it is. Now it is a little Debbie snack. Thank God I ate all the ones that were in my house. I have no more temptation. Jack, are you tired? Did you have a rough day yesterday? You're so cute. I love him. I love him so much. No, it's my kettle. My coffee kettle calling me. Coffee kettle calling. Coffee kettle calling, coffee kettle calling, coffee kettle calling. Nirvana says, may I ask how you got his name Jack? Did you name him after someone? It's a perfect name for him. Yes, I named him Jack with the intention of getting Rose. Because I love the movie Titanic, and I love redheads, and I'm all about it. But I also love Nightmare Before Christmas. So you have Jack Skelton, and you have Sally, the redhead, right? So maybe I'm going to name the next puppy Sally Rose or Rose. Probably Sally Rose. Yep. Kai says, me too. I love Titanic. Okay, coffee. Woohoo! Hot coffee. Yes, indeed. It's one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. Oh, hello, Jack. Hello, sir. Jay Miller says, do I like cats? I love cats. I just don't love kitty litter boxes. Okay, Bridget says, I added several of my long form videos to my Watch Hours playlist. Where's my list? Where's my notebook? Where's my notebook with all the stuff I'm supposed to remember? Nope, those are all the bills that I'm trying to ignore. Oh, I have this stack of old mail. I don't think there's anything serious in it, to be honest, but you never know. I need to Write myself a note, Bridget, to remember to start running your playlist on a regular basis. Like I said, once I get back to work, it will be easy because it's just one of those things I do. I turn that TV on to somebody before I go. Now, where would you say my pen is? I knew there was one in the kitchen. I'll be right back. I've got another notebook. How many notebooks do you have? Too many. Okay. So for sure, I'll write myself a note because Bridget is doing her work. She's adding her videos to her playlist. I definitely want to help out. Hi, Steve. This early in the morning. Of course I'm drinking coffee. The question is, why are you not drinking coffee this early in the morning? That's the real question. Oh, Jakai says, every time you're sad, just go live and I'll immediately be there. Jace Miller says, well, the cats I worked with were around 150 to 250 pounds, so no litter boxes. Oh my gosh. Bridget says, lions and tigers and bears. Oh my, exactly. And Steve says, geez, oh. Lil Bro, hello, my good friend. How are you? Hi, Remix. Hi, Nolan. You don't drink coffee at 4 a.m.? That's the best time to drink it. What are you talking about? Steve, because I haven't been to bed yet. Sometimes I have to have a cup of coffee to go to bed with. Jay Miller says, yes, that is correct. Bears, too, are among other animals. Stan. Stanu Jeans Slay Queens. Okay. That's Jack. Bridget says she never liked coffee. Well, that's okay. You leave more for me. I appreciate it. Lil Bro is sleepy. Invecta is back. Jakai says, I made a thing just like this in my notebook, but I made a little picture of you on top of the heart. Lil Bro, I don't know why it likes to hide you so much. There we go. Well, somebody's very busy, just like this. Oh, Bridget had some hot chocolate. I did too the other day when I ran out of creamer. I had some hot chocolate. Steve says, I can't live without coffee. No one says, is that a golden retriever? No, it's an Irish setter. Oh my gosh, at the vet's office yesterday, saw the most beautiful golden retriever. He was white. So is he a golden retriever? I don't know. He was amazing. Just the cutest thing ever. And huge. Huge. So big. Ivan. Risha, no, it's not died. It's fine. It's just chilling. Like Flora. Hi, chillin' Charlie. Oh my gosh, nice to see you. Bridget says, yes, there are white Goldens. Just the cutest. My heart, I just wanted to sit down on the floor and make it stay and play with me. Lil Bro is waving. And Jay Miller says, yes, Goldens can be white. Bridget says he, not an it. um, One of my favorite dogs ever was a golden retriever who was red. Like he was a red dog. His name was Red, and I've never seen another golden retriever quite that color. He was an amazing dog. It belonged to an old farmer who just let Red run around. You know, Red did what he wanted to. He visited the neighbors. He impregnated quite a few dogs in the area. But the most beautiful golden retriever. Golden Labs, Irish, the friendliest dogs. Jakai says, I'm getting so sleepy and your voice is helping me to go to sleep because you have a voice. Jakai, you're just the sweetest. Lil Bro says, my doggy is old. He's a Jack Russell / Chihuahua. Oh, I love that. Oh, I wish I could have seen that. Oh, well. It happens, Bridget. Steve says, I just wish they lived as long as we do. I agree. Yep, for sure. Hi, Bridget Anderson. She says, hey, sweet lady, how are you? Have a blessed morning. Thank you, Bridget Anderson. You have a blessed morning too. Thank you. Thank you for always coming in and blessing us. Arusha says, who is the biggest enemy in this world, in your opinion? Oh, are we, on my phone it shows that we are glitching just a little bit. Lagging. Are we lagging? Our biggest enemy is our own mind. There is no enemy. There is nobody else. It's just you, my friend. Oh, anyway, so I was writing a list for Bridget. My list. Put Bridget's playlist on now. There we go. Bridget's playlist. Because you love her. Okay, I've written myself a note, and I'll get started on you, Bridget. Bridget says, definitely, my brain hates me. Jakai says, I'm about to become Jack right now. I think you should. I think you should just stretch out and relax. Lil Bro says, I'm going to head to bed. Have a good day, y'all. You too, Lil Bro. Thank you for stopping by. We always enjoy your visits. Aw. Jakai says, my enemy is people that are mean to other people because I'm really nice to everyone. Aw. Arish, what is your favorite? Is that K-drama? I don't know. I have no idea. Bridget says, aw, yay. Steve says, my kids are trying to get me to like rap, but all the songs sound the same to me. Did you ever try to get your parents to listen to something and they did the same thing to you? They were like, I just don't understand that white snake. All those boys with long hair. What are they? Little, and our parents, I don't know. They could say a lot of different things than you can say nowadays. Bridget says, I can't stand up. Oh, you can't stand rap. Oh, you can't stand up. I was like, have you been sitting too long? I get that way. I like some rap. Like, I don't want to put a total kibosh on the whole thing. I like Eminem. I think Eminem is cool. I like the artists that rap with Eminem. I'm so white. I'm sorry. I just am. Alternate account, Dogstream, correct. Who is talking? That is a good question. Jakai says, I'm going to sleep now. Good night, sweet friend. I hope you have sweet dreams. Steve says, yes, my parents didn't like 70s and 80s rock. Although my dad loved your all-time favorite band, which was yes, Good Night, also known as Good Morning, Jakai. Jay Miller says, your biggest enemy is the enemy inside you choose to believe you can't control. Yep, it's all overcoming the mind. Chicago. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, the band Chicago. Nope, Chicago. I'm thinking Boston. It's so funny. I can't think of any song from Chicago, but Boston was. I really loved this boy who was going away into the Marines, and he took me to Tampa, and we hung out for the weekend before he left, and they played Boston the whole time in the car, and oh, very nostalgic. Then he came back, PTSD, married, kids. He's really messed up in the head. I really am sorry. Bridget says we should make a puppet that looks just like Jack and you can be a ventriloquist. I do. I need to find a puppet maker. I need to find somebody who would make me a Debbie head, like a wearable Debbie head. Oh gosh. Jay Miller says, I love crossover opera. What would that be? Alternate account says, if I stay here longer, I'm going to fall asleep. That's what we do. We put you to sleep. You're welcome. Steve says 25 or 6 to 4. Carl, good morning. How are you, Carl? Greatest song of all time, Make Me Smile. Can't think of it. Jakaya says, I'm going to leave your stream on because you have the voice of an angel and it's going to help me go to sleep. Okay, thank you, Jakai. We love you. Vecta says, I'm back. Well, welcome back, Vecta. Jay Miller says, Catherine Jenkins, opera babes, rock opera, lots more. Steve says you recognize it when you hear it. Yeah, I believe that. Let's see, Phantom of the Opera. I know that. I love Phantom of the Opera. Steve says, Flora, you're an angel. She sure is. Jay Miller says, yep. Rock opera. What other rock opera? Huh. Flora agrees. Yes, she is an angel. Ooh. Just one. Oh, look at Jack's feet. I have to tell you, I don't think his regular groomer is doing him, to be honest. Because it's a little sloppy. It's not what the normal groomer would do. And I only want Kimmy from Bubba. Just checking it out, buddy. There is Carl waving. How are you doing, Carl? Do you have plans to... Oh, you got a phone, Carl, and you went live. Carl, how did you get your phone all sorted out? I'm glad you did. I just realized. Jay Miller says Evanescence. I love that. I love them. Cowboy Fox says the dog is so adorable. Thank you. Jakai, you're cracking me up. I can't even anymore. Steve says, greatest rock opera, Tommy. I don't think I know that one. Jakai says, you're like God's daughter, always showing kindness. Wow. Oh, it's by The Who? Tommy by The Who. Huh. Jay Miller says they need to cut the hair on the pads and in between his toes. Yeah, and the groomer that I thought was doing, the vet's office got really big really fast. He used to only have one groomer, but I think he has more now because she is much more tight on the feet. I mean, it's good, but I could have done that. Kimmy is very precise, so I don't know. I think I should ask questions. I think maybe I'm just assuming she's doing him and maybe she's not. Jakai said, love you all. Good night. Good night, Jakai. Thank you for hanging out. Jay Miller says, Acid Queen. And Jakai says, and cat. And Why Logical Thinking says, first of all, how is that dog talking without moving its lips? And also, how is the dog talking? It's a miracle. It's not the dog, though. It's Debbie in the corner. Debbie Downer. You just weren't getting the whole picture. Is that helpful? Carl says, I only like Christmas music. Really, Carl? Steve says, Kat, do you ever cut Jack's nails? I'm afraid of cutting my dog's nails. Jack is the only dog I've never cut his nails. The only one. I do take them to have them done, and they're too long. And it's so hard once they've grown so long to get them to go back. But yeah, no, Jack's just a big old jerk. And I've allowed him to be a big old jerk. So it's a big old hassle, and I'd rather just go with what's easier for both of us. Jay Miller says, find one your dog likes. I had one. I had one that I worked with, so I knew her. Mark says, nice dog. Hello, thank you, Marks. Why Logical Thinking is laughing with Debbie. Jakai says, don't say no angel stuff, because remember, yes. I can't say that because you said don't say it. Jakai says, I'm always watching. You've got to get some sleep or you'll go crazy. Nirvana says, Jack looks like he's doing puppy yoga. He's doing something. Africana, hello. Good morning or good afternoon. Had twice what, Vecta? And Flora says, Vu, hello. And Jakai says, good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in this great big world. Go to sleep, Jakai. Steve is asking Flora what country she's in. Steve, if you ever wanted to be a member on YouTube, a member of a channel, I just want to say I am a member of Flora's channel. You hate sleeping, Steve? I love sleeping. It's one of my favorite things. Oh, twice years old, Vecta? That doesn't make sense, twice years old. I'm giving you a hard time. Jakai says, remember, I'll always be watching. Okay, Jakai, I got you. Amanda says, hi, chat. Hello, puppy. Hi, Amanda. How are you? I already got Debbie as a stalker, Jakai. One is enough. Is that AI Island Adventure? Hello. Hi, how are you guys? Steve says, I am so dumb with stuff. I work on the most sophisticated tech on the planet, but this stuff confuses me. Did she ever answer you, Steve? There you go. Flora says, Steve, I am in Kenya. And right now she's at home with her kids. So if you want to see what life is like there, you should check out some of her live streams, the more recent ones, and see why being a member would be just such a wonderful thing for Flora. Jay Miller says, my baby boy climbed the stairs to be with me. I love him so. His name is Xander. Aw. Aw. So do I do a search on Flora? No, you are, you have the power, my friend. Click on Flora. Just press on Flora's name and you should get some options to go to her channel. You're not a dope. You're just learning. I told you I'd help you. I find it's remarkable how much I've forgotten. How I had the capacity to learn like web development just on my own, teaching myself. And boy, that was so long ago. And things have changed so much. You're very welcome, Steve. Hi, Rebecca. Hello. How are you doing? Steve, Rebecca is also another remarkable person. She is in the UK. And let me see if she has her goal on her channel. Is it for Make-A-Wish that you're doing the walking? I feel like she's got 900 miles completed for Make-A-Wish Foundation. That's what it was. Thank you. Rebecca says, I'm well, thank you. Hope you've had a good Christmas. I've had a very good Christmas, and I hope you've done the same, Rebecca. Let me just tell you about my friends. I have some real quality friends in Miss Flora and Miss Rebecca. Jay Miller says, I worked in tech for 30 years till I was forced to retire from a disability. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that sounds like something you were not wanting, so I'm sorry. Steve says, besides Mexico, UK is the only other country I've been to. Really? Hmm. Yeah, I've been to Mexico on a cruise kind of thing, and that's it. Although I would think it would be very cool if my kids, they did the whole mission trips to Kenya and to Haiti. And I would love for them to take me on a trip, not a missions trip, because we don't do that thing anymore, but just on a trip and show me what they saw, and then get to go meet Derek from Big Banana TV and Flora over in Kenya. I would love that. Bridget took something back. You can't do that. Steve says, I spent New Year's Eve in Trafalgar Square and it was crazy. I bet. Hi, Ellie. How are you? How's everything going, Ellie? Carl says, hi, Ellie. Bridget said it was a typo. I know. That's usually mine too. Usually my message retracted is because of a typo. Occasionally I'll be like, oh, why did you type that, Cat? That wasn't kind. Occasionally. I'm getting better. Ellie says, hey, Carl. How are you, mate? Jane Miller says, I went to Costa Rica, but my dream is to go to Africa. Yes. I think Africa. I'd like to go to Haiti. So many places. I'd like to go to India. Ellie says, it's better than it's been, than it has been at the moment. You know, I'm glad to hear that, Bridget. I was thinking earlier, I was like, my back was hurting and I was going to get aspirin. And just now when I saw you say, Ellie, that it's better than it's been, I realized I forgot to go get my aspirin and my back doesn't hurt anymore. So I'm glad I forgot. Yeah, Steve says, I want to go to Scotland. Yes. Hello, Dragon. It is Debbie back there. Ellie is laughing. Jay Miller says, I wanted to go to Australia until I saw the camel spider. I've got to see that. I'm not really, I don't want to make best friends with spiders, but I don't have a big aversion to them. Because I live out in the country and there's spiders everywhere. You should see the daddy long legs that hang out in the back of my house. They hide very well, but when you start to see them, you can never unsee it again. I want to go scotch tasting in Scotland. And you know who you should do that with? Oh, Maddie probably doesn't drink, but he probably could tell you the best places to go. Another friend. No F's, no frills, no mercy. Scotch tasting in Scotland. Carl, our friend Carl is in Ireland. What would somebody want to go do in Ireland, Carl? What would you say the best thing to do in Ireland is? Ellie says, I'm hoping I don't have as many panic attacks or anything like that today. I hope not too. I hope everything is nice and easy for you today. Easy. I hope everything flows with ease. Bridget says, I use dual action acetaminophen / ibuprofen. I was just kind of laughing at how I was rushing to go get it and how, what is it? At least half an hour later, I'm fine. I really didn't need it. Maybe I just needed to sit down a little bit. Hi, Aussie. You never heard of a camel spider? And you're from Australia? What are you saying? Jay Miller says it's the largest spider in the world. Ellie says, I hate spiders. Well, don't hate them. They're so interesting. Have you guys seen? There's a girl with a channel on YouTube. She's probably everywhere else too. But she raises baby jumping spiders, or she raises jumping spiders. And oh my gosh, they're freaking adorable. And they have little personalities. And oh my gosh, just the coolest thing ever. Carl says, my friend Allie is from Scotland, and so is Maddie. Yes. So Allie or Maddie could tell us where to go Scotch drinking or Scotch tasting in Scotland. No, Bridget. No. Nirvana says, I am Australian. In the little town I live in, this hot time of year, we have brown snakes, and you don't want to mess with them. Oh. Carl says, drink Guinness. That is Carl's advice. Bridget says, I can barely understand Maddie's accent. Once you hang out long enough, it gets easier. I love it. Nino says, hey, Cat. Good morning, Jack. Hey, good morning, Nino. How are you, our friend? Happy after Christmas. We hope you're doing well. Ellie says, Queen, I run from spiders. Squirrel Sniper says, I want to go to one place. Oh, I'm going to say it, Roops Niagara, the Black Rock, a massive 33, Roops Niagara. Niagara means black or dark. The Black Rock, a massive 33-mile wide magnetic mountain. Really? Where is that at? That sounds really interesting. Leave it to Sniper to lay down some new info. I love it. You're getting KFC for breakfast? I didn't know. Oh, of course they'd have breakfast. Biscuits. Duh. Sounds good, Nino. If I had some kind of shortening, I would make biscuits, but I might make just homemade pancakes like my grandma used to do. Hi, Prince. Ellie says, Carl, do you have 0 alcohol Guinness? And Ellie says, Nino lucky. And Mickey says, hey, Mickey, don't kill the Spider-Man. He's a true hero. Queen. Bridget. Nina's laughing at Ellie. And Carl says, certainly do, Ellie. Princess, how are your horse? My horses are awesome. How are your horses? Jay Miller says, I love snakes, and I'd take on a brown before a spider. I don't mind snakes either. And living in Florida, you know, we knew you need to get the heck out of the way. You never know what's coming across your path. I can't even with you, Bridget. You just make a deal with them. Really, you talk to them and make a deal with them, and they generally will stay out of your way. Prince comes from India. Ellie says, my dad drinks the non-alcohol Guinness as he doesn't like alcohol. My question is, what's the point then? Oh, Prince is from India. Well, welcome. And thanks for visiting us. The coyotes are going next to me. Okay. Be real quiet. Can you hear them? No. I think they're attacking a little dog out there, actually. That's what it sounds like to me. We are going to stay in here, safe and sound. There's been a new little dog in the area. I don't know. Okay, Carl says, I've spoken to no one since Christmas apart from Ivy and Martina. On the phone, Carl? Because I heard you were on Yogi's live stream last night. Mickey says, when will you go to Jurassic Park again? Sometime next year. Yeah, sometime next year. I was thinking, you know, I might go interview the guy who's doing it and ask him questions. I don't know if that's something I want to do, but it's very interesting how one person does all this, you know, on his own property, just out of his love for doing this. I think he's really, really neat. Mickey said, I love the dinosaur park. I'm glad. Steve says, our Christmas tradition with my son and daughter after dinner is out in the backyard and go sit out in the backyard and smoke a good cigar and have a few glasses of scotch. Nice. Taylor, Bridget says, no talking to spiders. Skull Sniper says, it's been erased from all maps of the North for the last 400 years. Oh, the mountain. I'm glad I remembered that. I'm sorry that you couldn't hear them. I wasn't looking at anything. There was coyotes outside. They're not close to me. The sound carries around here. Carl says the cave was live yesterday. I missed it, Carl. I noticed they've been going live at night, and you know I go to sleep early. Ellie, no, yeah. Skull Sniper says this flat Esters is wearing his new NASA thermal hat this morning. This flat earther is wearing his new NASA thermal hat this morning. I'm being brave. Did I read that right? Very confused. Hi, Michael. Yep, it was flat earther. You're a flat earther? Cool. Jay Miller says, okay, I just have to note that little Debbie's head is way too big for that blouse. Just saying. How dare you? How dare you? We don't insult your body type, do we? No. Oh, Michael says sweet. All right, I got through all the chat. Good on me. I'm really sorry you couldn't hear the coyotes because they are eerie and wild and a little spooky and kind of exciting. It's just a whole different kind of energy going on just listening to them. Steve says, Flora, I found your channel. Awesome. Good deal. Shane Miller is laughing. Mickey says, sis, please be safe. I really regard you as my sis. Aw, thank you. Yes, I will. They don't come over here. There's some woods on the next little couple hills over, and that's where they stay. They just sound very close because Tennessee hills, echoes. Jay Miller says, I have a pack running around here. Yeah, and I, like maybe once or twice, nope, once every couple years, I'll see a coyote, kind of like it got separated from where it's supposed to be, and it'll be out running home, I assume. And they're it's like you look at it and you're like, is that a dog? No, that's not quite a dog. What is that? And by the time you figure it out, they're already gone. Bridget says, we have coyotes in Colorado, but I never see or hear them. Mickey says, please tell the coyotes to subscribe to your channel. Will do. Mickey, no way. Bridget says, Queen, really? In my country, cows often attack me. I thought since you guys left the cows alone, the cows would leave you alone too. Nirvana says, in Australia we have koalas, and the sounds they make sounds like someone drowning in their vomit, and I'm not joking, I'm serious. Really? Kind of like foxes. They sound like a woman screaming for help sometimes. It's really, really kind of another wild sound. Hi, Splurge. Jay Miller says, gross, agreed. Steve says, in Utah, we have deer that chase us. Steve says, if we get close to their babies, wow. Mickey says, hey, my dear mods, you guys are so fun. Steve, Hickey, Mickey is here. Oh, Steve, Hickey, Mickey is here. Okie doke. I don't know what y'all got going on, but I'm going to keep my own business, avert my eyes. I don't know nothing. Flora says, bye, Cat and Jack. Bye, everyone. Take care and blessed day. Flora, Steve said he found you, so just keep an eye out for him. And have a good day. Steve says, ha, 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 I know nothing. Jay Miller says, that might be my dog. And I howling on the porch. Steve says, bye to Flora. And Carl says, no dangerous animals in Ireland. Mickey is laughing at Steve and asking Steve, how is your day? Jack's a dog. He does what he wants. That's all there is to it. Who's going to stop him? He's on it, says, Jack is a lazy dog. I agree. He's so lazy. It's okay, Bridget. He's just being silly. Jay Miller says, what time do you have to be at work? I'm not going to work today. I don't know if I'm going Sunday or Monday. I'm waiting for a schedule. I've been on short-term disability and just heading back. So I'm a little unsure on when my return to work date is. And Mickey says, Steve, I am not Coyote. I'm just a little mouse. I don't bite my friends. And she's laughing. Steve has the next 2 weeks off. Awesome. Yeah, I'm tempted to just take a month off. Wouldn't it be cool? Take 4 weeks vacation all at once. Seems like I should have to go somewhere to do that, though. Good for you, Steve. I hope you enjoy it, by the way. Bridget says, we love our Jack. Thank you, Bridget. Jay Miller says, then why aren't you sleeping? Because I'm trying to be more structured. And because truly, I'm not a morning person. Even if I wasn't live streaming, I would wake up 2 hours before I have to be somewhere just to be awake enough to function. So it doesn't take me 2 hours to get ready for work. It just takes me 2 hours to wake up. And I figured, why not live stream during that time? And so now it has become a schedule for me. And oh yeah, I'm afraid if I break the schedule a little bit, since I am more of a night person, it might be harder for me to get up in the morning. And I'm just trying to make things easier for myself. That was a lot, right? Carl says, I'm back in work today. On Saturday, you go back to work, Carl? Steve says, Kat, if I had $10 million, I'd give you $2 million so you wouldn't have to go back to work. Well, thank you. That'd be awesome. Jay Miller says, that just means you're in bed drinking coffee, you think? I'm up, I'm dressed. If I had to go somewhere, my hair's brushed. I think I could go out the door. Bridget says it makes sense. Thank you, Bridget. Nirvana says, my work texts me in the morning to come in, and I hate it. I have never missed a text, but I'm worried one day I'll not hear it and sleep because of no set times. Ooh, yeah. I get that. Jay Miller says, I see. Bridget says, aw, Jackie kisses. He's being weird. You're in with Laura today, Carl. Nice. At work? Mickey says, Steve, please enjoy the weekend with your family or friends, whatever. You are a workaholic. Someone can say unnecessary remarks. Being a workaholic is good for company, not for health. Yes, agreed. Jay Miller says, do you have snow? No snow. Steve says, Kat, what time do you typically need to be to work? I would normally end the stream at 5. I would take from 5, depending on where I have to work. I might have to leave right away. I like to be at work at 5:30 to 6. But if they send me to certain stores, I'm supposed to be there at 5. Which, you know, it's hard to do because I'm busy live streaming. But Steve agrees he truly is a workaholic. Well, good for you taking this time. Mickey says, Steve, I'm a little mouse. Is that like Mickey Mouse? I'm a little mouse. Nirvana says, I get texts at 5 in the morning to come in and I'm like, sleeping. What? I don't know how to say emoji talk. Carl says you're working in Ireland next year. Remote working? I could do that, Carl. I'd love that. Wait a minute, Carl. It's not very warm in Ireland. Is there any tropical beaches in Ireland, Carl? Steve says, I had annual passes to Disneyland, so love Mickey. I used to go every year. I made it a point up until mid-30s. Like even as before being a mom, and that in between, you know, adult and mom stage, I would still go to Disney. Oh, Jack has gas. I can hear it. Jay Miller says, I've never been to Disney. You've never been to Disney World, being so close to Florida? Squirrel Sniper says, Cat and Jack, have you ever heard of Mother Shipton from Yorkshire, England? I have not. I don't get out much, Carl. I mean, Squirrel Sniper. I don't. Oh yeah, I don't. I stay in my little bubble. I don't look outside my bubble much, so I don't know a lot of these people. Oh no, Bridget says, soon you smell it. Oh, the gas. My nose is pretty clogged up, so since I'm allergic to him, I can't smell him unless he's really bad. Jay Miller says, nope. Wow. Mickey says, please act like work. Walk back on and forth in office, talk seriously, butter the managers. All we need to do is how to act ourselves very busy in office. Office etiquette, Mickey's speaking on, or work etiquette. Hi there, Jim. Happy Saturday to you too. Carl said he went to Euro Disney when it first opened. Neat. Steve says Afrin. Or something. I have some Flonase, I think. It's only when I'm talking so much. I talk so much, I'm stuffing up my sinuses, maybe. I generally just don't talk as much, period. Even to myself. I mostly just talk in my head to myself and giggle. I'll walk around giggling. For sure. Someone would think I'm absolutely crazy if they could be a fly on the wall. Jay Miller says, I'd rather go visit animals. I guess I agree with you. She says Vicks Sinex. Well, I just have some regular... I don't know, nasal spray. But I feel like I need to blow my nose before I do that. I feel like it wouldn't do anything because my nose is clogged up. You know, it's a vicious little cycle going on. Oh, Squirrel Sniper says she lived in a cave. She was a seer. She predicted what is playing out now. Bridget says, I'm not yawning right now, and as soon as I'm live, I'm yawning constantly. Yes, you are. Mickey says, Steve, Disneyland is cool. And Steve says, I love work, Mickey. Besides God and my family, work is my joy. Well, that's important. Because Mickey had said, then only everyone believes us. We are workaholic in my country. Squirrel Sniper says, unfortunately, my realm doesn't include Disney. Thank goodness. Oh, Steve says, I never want to retire. And Mickey says, bless you, Steve. And Jay Miller says, does anyone go to visit animals at the pound just so they get some attention and love for the day? No, they don't. Bridget says, I don't have a car. Amarita says, welcome. Hello, Amarita. Steve says, I will never go to Disney again. And Carl says, I've only 2 Americans I want to meet, A-Frame and Fran Dasher plus Cat. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Carl. You do love me. I love you, Carl. That's so sweet. Steve says, we rescued a beautiful dog. Jay Miller, I agree with you. I know a lot of times, a lot of us don't want to be forced to look at stuff like that. And that's what that would do. But you know what I have heard? I have not verified it, but I have heard that one of our shelters here will allow you to do take the dog out for a day, like a visitation, to come hang out. So you're not like extremely committed with a fostering situation or adoption. You can just take a dog out and give it a good day, which I thought was really great. Hello, Mimi Man. Mickey says bye-bye, folks. Bye, Mickey. Have a great afternoon, evening. Jay Miller says, yep. Amarita says the amount of cuteness is unbelievable. Hello, sir. Company. There you go. Good boy. What a good boy. What a good boy you are. You're so good. I love him. Mama's boy. Are you such a good little boy? Mm-hmm. It's time to pay attention to Jack before he starts scratching himself to death over here. Bridget says, if you could do what? Aunt Amarita says the amount of cuteness is unbelievable. Thank you. Steve says Utah has a policy of no euthanasia for animals. Oh, just to reduce populations. I love that. Bridget says, I bet my channel would grow super fast if you could do that. What Jack did? Amarita, this is Jack. Bridget. Oh my gosh. Bridget says, ladies in the room, Jackie. We're just a little behind. Carl says, my channel stopped growing. You just started it, Carl. We always want things to happen now, but sometimes it takes some time. Your channel is growing pretty fast, actually, Carl. Yes, take a shelter dog out for the day. Hello, Ann Brown. It's me, Cat Brown, your sister. How are you today? Okay, I'm gonna blow my nose now. Jack pretty much said he's done with us. I thought he was going to get closer and hang out, but he's over it. Amarita, thank you. She said your voice is calm and wonderful. I feel like you are a storyteller. I am a storyteller. How did you know? Hi, Fred. Little Debbie is in the corner where she belongs. Anne says, hey, Kat, how long have you had Sweet Jack? 5 years. Nina's laughing at Jack. Steve says, why does Jack have his leash on? Because because he was standing at the back door barking. And when I put the leash on him, it just changes his mind about things. It shifts his mentality, and he followed me in here. So sometimes it's just it's easy to get him to listen to me, just to do something silly like that. He might be cold again, Bridget. Anne says, I'm good. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? Really, really good. Nino says, Cat sounds like a radio personality. Really? Wow. Jay Miller said something about Debbie with her big head. Larry Foxglove. You know, foxgloves are one of my favorite flowers. I tried to grow it here. I didn't have much luck. Carl Shell says, I might go live later. What's today? I will keep an eye out for you, Carl. Oh no, you don't have to time out. You don't have to hide Jay Miller. He was talking about little Debbie. Oh no. Can we bring him back? Jack, easy, 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 sir. You be, oh, no. No, I'm gonna whoop you. I'm gonna whoop you behind me. Stop that. Sorry, I had to use my mom voice. Goodness, Jack. What is wrong with him? He has ripped holes in sheets and comforters and blankets. So sorry for getting all stern. Y'all were talking about how calm and what a nice voice I had. Jack's like, I'll show you. I'll show who she really is. Steve says he's protesting his leash. He might be. That might be exactly what that was. Jay Miller, thank you, Nino. Thank you. Sorry about that, Jay Miller. I think that was a little accident. You know, sometimes I'll be listening to somebody in their chat room and I'll be walking through the yard. And so the phone is kind of active in my hand and I'll find I've hit a button and it'll be like the button that brings somebody up like this. And I won't even realize it. And I realize how as I'm just walking, holding my phone, that I could actually remove somebody or time them out accidentally. It's so easy to do. So easy. What did Bridget say that I missed? Okay. Anne Marita says, your content is great. Keep it up. I wish you good luck and lasting success. Thank you so very much. That was very nice of you. Bridget says, okay, everyone can vote. If I posted screen recordings of me singing karaoke in my karaoke app, would people like it or not? Interesting. Steve says, Cat, I think we could have grown up in the same neighborhood at the same time. Yes. Anna says, good morning, Cat. Good morning, Jack. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Anna. How are you? I'm really good, Anna. I've just been cracking myself up. Steve says he wants his leash off. But it did such a good job. It did exactly what I needed it to do. Yolanda, hello. Your dog is packed up to go runway. Nino likes petunias. Aw, petunias are sweet. Bridget says she had a healer to do that. I think we're back when Jack was doing his little circles. Jay Miller says he was getting the wrinkles right. Jeez. Oh, your dog did that. Tore up many of your blankets. Yes. Nirvana says he's just making it comfortable for him. That's what he was doing. Anna says, can you please say again which flowers are your favorite ones? One of my favorites, foxgloves. Like a little fox that's wearing gloves on their hands. Steve says, it's 3 here. Good night, St. Cat. Wow. Sweet dreams, Steve. Thanks for coming by. You're always a great time. And oh gosh, I hope you enjoy your time off and actually go do something other than work related that's fun. Just for a little while. Jay Miller says, what are you talking about? I have no idea. Anna says, good morning to everyone. Nina says, yes, I'm sorry. I saw a big head, then Kat said you were referencing Little Debbie. I was like, oh no, LOL. I unbanned you, sorry. I saw it too, and it took me a second. I was like, oh yeah, he's talking about Little Debbie. And I gave him a hard time. He said something about Little Debbie's big head earlier, and I was like, how dare you? We are offended. We don't pick on people's body parts here. So that's how I knew what it was in reference to. Thank you for fixing that, Nino. I appreciate you so much. Look at Nino's got the Coke Santa turned into a Pepsi Santa. Carl said goodbye. Bye, Carl. Have a good day. I love you. Well, hello, friend whose name I cannot read. You say, please tell me about your country and where you are from. I am from the United States, and I am in the state of Tennessee within the United States. What about you? Harold, what on earth? You're right. That's a good way to put it. Hey, guess what? I did use that sinus spray. It worked pretty good. You're from Nepal. Well, welcome. Oh my gosh, do you know what? I just realized it's 5:06. Jack's like, what? He's like, what? It's 5:06 in the morning? Cry Tea. Oh, I don't know how to say your name. Jay Miller said Jack was cold. And Precious Pudding. I love it. 3:47 p.m. in Nepal. So you're well into your afternoon. Oh no, Harold, were you rude? I feel like, who was speaking about the body? Oh, it was Henry. It wasn't Harold. Henry said something about the body in the corner. And I made a whole song saying, shh, we don't talk about the bodies. We hide our bodies in the closet. Right, Jack? Look at us. All right. 10:06 a.m. Are you in? Where are you? I don't know. Looks like a British flag, but it's not a British flag. See, I'm terrible with these things. Okay. Well, I wanted to say thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thank you for the likes. And we are about to end. It is a UK flag. Okay. You know, every time I think I know one and I say it, I'm like, nope, you're wrong. And I'm like, dang. Yay, I was right about something. Thank you for ending my live stream on a high note. I'm going to take that with me and be happy all day. I know. Jay Miller says Nepal is surrounded by beautiful mountains. I do know that. I had a friend that went to Nepal. I house sat for her while she did it. Yeah, and the big, whatever big hike is out there, she was going to do that. But her pictures were beautiful of Nepal. All right, guys, I love you. I love you. Jack loves you too, right, Jack? That was a big sigh from Jack. We will be here again, 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every morning. Occasionally, we might pop up and do a walk with Jack. It all depends. Kisses to Jack. Yes, ma'am, Bridget. Thank you, guys, and we hope you have a great day.